fact, we're actually talking about Gorillaz, the band. They're going to be making an animated Netflix production. And this is coming in from MovieWeb. It's Gorillaz animated movie is happening at Netflix. I'll just read a little bit, John. It's all about Damon Albarn, who's obviously he fronts Blur and Gorillaz. And Gorillaz recently released Song Machine Season 1 Strange Times. The album is set to be the first in a new series from the band. During a recent interview, Damon Albarn revealed that the plan is to make a Gorillaz animated movie while making Song Machine Season 2. Here's what he had to say about it. I'm not going to do his accent, but he's a Londoner. We are supposed to be making a film, part live, while we're doing Season 2 of Song Machine. We signed contracts, we've begun scripts and stuff. Making an animated film, that's kind of abstract. It's quite a big risk for a movie studio because they're very expensive. If you're telling a slightly obtuse story that only sometimes makes any sense, it's quite difficult. That's what we've discovered. We will do it. We are doing it. I see a lot of people doing animated videos these days, but I don't think they really touch I don't think they really touch the quality of ours. Oh, so there you are.
High praise indeed.
That's confident words from Damon Albarn, John. But I'm just getting back
animated video, Stephen, as well. So
2000, John, when Gorillaz first came out. I think it was 2000.
It was very. I was just starting secondary school, so it definitely was 2000. Yes,
John, I was a big fan of their first album. The funny thing was, and I don't know why, I didn't realise it was Damon Albarn right away. And I'm a big Blur fan. For some reason, I just didn't think he would think out the box that way and do something like that. And it was Clint Eastwood, I think, that came out. Loved it. But I loved all the singles that came out as well. But Kevin, my brother, he had the album, and we listened to that all the time.
See, I was obsessed with the Gorillaz at that time period. I've had, I think, most of their albums.
Yeah.
Damon Albarn's amazing, man. Just an absolute incredible artist.
Yep.
Writer, singer. He even plays chords in a different way to the standard practice. He uses his own little chord shapes. So he's a great, great dude. And what he done with Gorillaz, to go from a very unique band like Blur, who were very diverse. They weren't Oasis. I love Oasis as well, but Blur were the superior band. Come at me, bitches, if you've got something to say. They were better. They're like the Beatles to the Rolling Stones. More diverse. The Beatles were better than the Stones. The Stones were a joke, sort of copycat band.
See, I see Blur as more like the Kinks, and I see Oasis more like status quo.
So who's the Beatles, Steve? Radiohead?
The Beatles are the Beatles.
R.E.M.? I don't know. But Stephen, man, what I'm saying is to have the balls to go from a very diverse and unique band like that to the Gorillaz, it took big balls and they done it, and they done it well. And as you said, you didn't even realise it was Albarn. And to take this concept of an animated band, and the way he balanced it in live shows, it was an absolutely amazing concept from a zany concept kind of artist. Yeah. To then take that one step further into a movie, I think it's a natural progression. I think we can see this working, because they're very colourful characters in the story. You mind the video, Stephen? They were quite dark and sinister. The big sort of.
I love the animation though, John.
Yeah, you can imagine a movie, an hour and a half long movie with those characters.
John, correct me if I'm wrong, but for a long time, Gorillaz didn't have. We didn't know the faces. Damon Albarn we knew the face of, but the rest of the band were pretty much in the background, and we didn't get to see them, didn't we? Not. It's only really when they started performing live. We were
still don't really know who they are, Stephen.
No, and I think the actual character's likeness has changed over the years as well. Very Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, it's evolved with time, and obviously the look of animation these days as well. They're looking a bit more creepy looking, I think. Yeah. I like the original sort of concept of the way they were animated, but they have certainly changed. They're more lifelike, if you like, now.
Yeah. Stephen, I mean, I'm just looking at the image here, but that you see that animated style, and I think that'd be absolute dynamite.
Yeah.
In a movie. Yeah, and if it's Netflix,
I didn't realise, is it Murdoch, the guitarist? Yeah. I didn't realise he was green.
Yeah, he's green, yeah. He's kind of like a zombie, yeah. Yeah, he's always like that, yeah. He kind of puts me in mind of your man from Arctic Monkeys, lead singer. Yeah. On his name.
I think he was originally
from Yorkshire.
Styled on Keith Richards. I think.
Yeah, he does. He looks like Keith Richards. You know? I don't know why I'm doing a Yorkshire accent, Steve. I'm losing the pot here. But needless to say, that's not even Yorkshire accent. It's because my dog's from Sheffield and I just love speaking in Yorkshire accent. And my dog, that's dog anywhere else. My dog's from Sheffield. So I spend an inordinate amount of time speaking in Yorkshire accent. So that aside, I got that out of my system. Do it for Yorkshire, Sean Bean. Love Sean Bean. Stephen, I think this could work. I think it's a cool animated style with the characters. They've been doing their thing. They've been away for a while. I don't think we've had a Gorillaz album or song in a long while. I don't recall hearing one for about a decade or so.
Yeah.
Good time for them to rise back into prominence, have maybe an album, have a video, and then use that as a catapult to then do a movie. At Netflix, is it, Stephen? Netflix, streaming service notorious for giving zany ideas and different voices a chance to make something happen.
Yeah.
And
John,
you can't get more zanier than Damon
There's
Albarn.
not been a lot of bands that have made that transition to a television show or film, haven't there? Not. I mean, obviously the Beatles did their Beatles films and stuff like that.
And they were very
The
good.
Monkees did their television series in the 60s. And
And
I always
Elvis done it all.
remember, he did a lot of films as well after he came out of the army. I always remember in the 1990s, Steven Spielberg, whether this was true or not, I'm not sure, wanted to produce a television show with the members of Supergrass and do a sort of Monkees style, which I was very excited about at the time. It sounds terrible now, but I'm very intrigued to see how this, the concept as well, how this will play out as well, and how much of an interest it will gather as well.
Well, Stephen, they've got lots of anime over on Netflix, so it's got that kind of different artistic style. So I think it could. I think it's a perfect place for it.
And all the band members voice their own characters.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's not a Yellow Submarine thing. Where it's
Yeah.
weird bastardised Scouse accents.
Eddie Yates playing Paul McCartney, but that's a
Blue
Coronation
Meanies are in the
Street.
vicinity of this
That's a
theatre.
Coronation Street reference there, Eddie Yates. But John,
Sing!
we'll just have to keep our eyes peeled for that one. It's coming to Netflix. We've got Netflix, so I'm guaranteed we'll see it. Might even review it. Who knows? But John, we're going to move on.